been a little while since I've posted any sort of update for Reign of the Renegade, so here's a video with the new stuff that I've been chipping away at for the next big update, skills and spells. There are still some loose ends and polish that need to happen before I'm ready to release publicly, but if you're watching this devlog, that means you can play a beta build of skills and spells right now on the test branch. So check that out and let me know what you think. Let's get into what you can expect from skills and spells. Starting off with what not to expect. The arena game mode. It just needs more time. There are still some desync issues and unique interactions I need to address before it'll be ready to go public, but it will still be available on the test branch if you want to duke it out with some friends. It just needs some more work. But finally, a new character, the mage, Say, who can learn and cast spells. Think of casting spells as if you have like an action in your back pocket at all times. And so you'll start off with one spell, and then you'll get chances to learn new spells throughout the remainder of the run, both offered from perks, from leveling up, and then also from campsites you'll be able to learn spells. And one thing I should note is the mage has a smaller action pool than the other characters. So the other characters have about 93, the mage has 75 actions. So you may be thinking that is a lot less, like, what's the deal with that? And so the mage pulls proficient actions. So the weaver here is proficient with staffs, so they'll be able to pull any sort of staff action that exists in the game. This was a fun way of kind of incorporating some of the other characters' actions into the playstyle of the mage, and so you should be able to have some really fun combos with some of those. And it was just a really fun way to tie in mechanics that already existed in the game. And instead of adding so many more layers of complexity to an already pretty complex character with the whole spell casting and mana resource management. So yeah, that's a big part of the mage here. Why don't we get into an actual run? And one thing to expect also is the mages, there's a lot of visual stuff that isn't quite there yet. So like some of this action art is just very rough sketches. So just keep that in mind and judge my art as you will. But let's look at a spell cast here. So we have draft to draw 2 actions, and we can cast it once per combat. So let's cast it. Boom, drew 2, and we can't cast this anymore this combat. There are different kinds of spells. One thing I didn't go over. Also, it is a 0-cost mana spell, so it doesn't cost any of your precious mana. There are more powerful spells that do cost mana in order to cast, and their only condition for casting is just the amount of mana you have. And then there's these sort of cantrip-esque spells that can either be casted once per combat or once per turn. So there should be a lot of fun stuff to play around with the spells. I'm excited to know what you guys think. Leave any sort of feedback. And this character is still pretty new in its inception, and I foresee a lot of different iterations as the time goes and it gets more playtime. But I'm excited for you guys to see this and play it. So until next time.